All right, well, welcome back to the Motley Crew Football League this week. It's a 12-man league for anybody. I mean, really, it's just for people in the league. And if you look at the subscribers, it's only the people in the league. So if anybody else catches this, I mean, I'll bring it up to speed, but really, I'm just talking to the people I know. No offense. This week, for starters, there's a couple projections. I went 3 for 3 on the week because some people couldn't do their jobs. Like you got one job, and when you're projected to win, like when you're predicted to win by me because of all my in-depth fantasy analysis, because I know a lot more than just regular people, you should produce. I mean, I was just looking at numbers and rosters and all that. Three of you did not. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Some of your drafts were terrible. It doesn't matter. You just weren't up to speed. But here we go. We'll start the game. We'll start the recap for week one. So this first week was mixing to Kittle my Chubb versus Run A Chan on my on my on my who are we doing that to? On my neighbors. Yeah. These are all puns, by the way. I don't neighbors. That's a terrible pick. Neighbors was definitely a flop this week. But anyway, here we go. So this first week is myself versus Seth, which is Run A Chan on my neighbors. So this week he lost by 45. It was a real close matchup. The projection was I would win by 16. It was 45. So Josh Allen, projection-wise, scored 18 more points than he was supposed to. This really breaks down into the .58, .14. I'm just saying the solid totals. I don't even want to round up. It's dumb. So anyway, he scores 18 more points than he's supposed to. That kind of it didn't carry it. I still would have won by. It still was out of hand. Okay, as projected. I'm the best team in the league. Here we go. So 137 to 46 or to 87 could have been 46. It doesn't matter. It doesn't add up. Your Baker Mayfield scored more than he was supposed to. And then you had some definite underperformers. The biggest to note, Amarion Hampton. He's a rookie. Nobody really thought he was going to do anything. I guess he still has a shot because they do have some receivers and a quarterback that could free it up, but it just didn't work for you. I don't know why. I mean, that's just what it is, man. So starting this week, at this point, look, I'm hot. I'm 1 for 1, right? But then we get to this bag of sadness here. This week was Jaden Savis, which is Pat, versus Little Phoenix Hunter Scott. Little Phoenix Hunter won this by 12 points. Definitely, Jaden, your quarterback underperformed, which probably would have made up if he just did what he was supposed to. That probably would have tied the game. You definitely had some. Your projections were Kenneth Walker Jr., 10 less than he should have scored. David Montgomery was under. Nakua was over. Drake was under. I'm just saying, like you had some guys. Keon Coleman amazingly scored a lot of points. That's even kept it close. But the guy you're playing this week has Jaden Daniels, and I know that's a sad deal for you because he stole your quarterback or whatever. But Scott's coming off a big week. This is a big week for Scott. Big win. I think he has a lot of confidence moving forward. The only problem is with you, Jaden. You definitely underperformed this week. I think I projected you to win by 5. You lost by 12. That's a 17-point swing. Just do better in the future if you could. And I'll get with Big D and Little She about it. And we'll see if we can talk you through and, maybe make you feel better about yourself. We'll next move on to Pack Full of Love versus Chasing My Young Ho. Pack Full of Love, just so you know, good victory. Packers fans, a big week for you. They looked really good. I know they're saying Michael Parsons looked good. It was all over the news, but he had 1 sack. And other than that, he didn't have any tackles for like a long time in the game. So I think it was kind of a flop. But then he had that big moment where he got a sack and then he pointed up like he's number 1. But the team as a whole looked amazing, honestly. So Packers probably be pretty good this year. Chasing My Young Ho, your problem is you have Bo Nix as your quarterback. Nobody ever actually thought they were good. They just have a defense, and so it allowed them to play with some more confidence. Bo Nix is terrible, so is the Broncos. I never would have drafted them. That you had Kyler Murray sitting on the bench, which would have 6, 12. Well, that'll got you close. Sad deal. Sad deal. Matthew Stafford underperformed. Either way, packed full of love. Look, you get it. Solid victory this week. Though I don't like it because Chase Youngho. I didn't actually put a number on this. Apparently, I skipped it, but you lost by 15 while projected to lose. So this now I'm 1 for 2. I was 1 for 1, and then you blew it, Jaden. Chase Youngho, you blew it. Coincidentally, both people were named Pat, and that's just how it goes. Tough week for the Pats. Tough week for the Pats. Let's move on to Bundle Ruski versus Kickin' Bass. This particular projection, I took Bundle Ruski by 5. You got mad and went ahead and won by about 40, 45. So it was a pretty lopsided victory. I think Bundle had enough of, kicking Bass. And by the way, Bass didn't even play. He's hurt. 41-year-old came in and won the game. Thanks, Prather, for doing that for Buffalo. We got a solid victory. Some of you guys' teams suck. I feel bad for all the Chiefs fans out there, which is basically everybody in the league minus like 2 people. And, the Chiefs are terrible, guys. It's a bad deal. 3 people. I don't know. There's a lot of Chiefs fans. You guys should get on this Buffalo train. Hey, hop on the wagon. We're welcoming you to the welcome wagon. Anyway, so Kicking Bass, you drafted Genty. I talked about that in the prediction. I mean, Genty's, why, they don't even have a quarterback. Nobody can throw the ball. You can't free the guy up. He's a bust. It's like that time Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He was like a top 10 draft pick because he's going to Kansas City. Like, he's going to be good. He's not going to be good. He's not going to be good. He was a small person. He was a tiny man. It's like Danny DeVito's running the ball when Clyde Edwards-Helaire got it, and that's about how it shook out. You couldn't run him on goal lines. He was too small to do anything. Same kind of deal. Whatever. I won't get into it. But Bundle Ruski, congratulations. This is really good. I'm expecting big things out of you this year. Really, that's it, Gaze J. So next we have Skynet versus Master of Baits. Skynet, I projected you to win by 5. You lost by 3. It's an 8-point swing. It's not good. To be honest, Dak Prescott underperformed. Guys, the Cowboys, I don't know if they're good. I think they suck. I think they do suck. I don't even know if they won. I don't remember. But Cowboys, Dak underperformed. Bucky Irving underperformed. Aaron Jones? What am I missing here? I thought he was terrible. I guess he scored more than he was supposed to. Jamar Chase way underperformed. And then Marvin Harrison. I guess there's always a potential, though he was terrible last year. But Travis Etienne, he had some points. I don't even know why I'm talking about you. You lost. Your lineup lost. Let's talk about the difference maker in what was going to be a win and should have been a win. The difference maker was for Master Bates. Patrick Mahomes scored a few more than he was supposed to. And Egbuka, which if you looked at any fantasy knowledge, he did exactly what they expected him to do. He had a big preseason. And so, that's it, man. That was the difference. Master Bates pulls this out. He's 1-0. Skynet, you're 0-1. So, I mean, this is hurtful, guys, because I made these projections, and now I'm sitting at 500 because 3 of you guys can't pull your own weight. Next, we have I Chase Brown and versus son of a Beach. I still don't know if it's Beach or Beck. I don't know. I fell asleep during the middle of the games while it was on. I have no idea. The difference in this particular one, I did project this one, but I don't know. I'm just not a believer. Here's the thing. When the league floats along, I know they threw the ball last year to Smith and Nigba. The problem is that he doesn't have the same quarterback. And though he has a new quarterback, they still have to build that relationship. And just because he's the number one doesn't mean anything. And I realize that he scored more points than he was supposed to. I'm just not a believer in it. And maybe I'm wrong. He had a good year last year. apparently had a solid game. I don't believe in that guy. Njoku, no. Jacoby Myers, no. I realize he scored more points than he's supposed to. I think it's a terrible roster. You know the best guy on your roster? Matt Prater. Yeah, Matt Prater. I think I called him Matt Prather earlier. Matt Prater. He's the best guy on your roster. Go Bills. You know what I mean? Bills are 1-0. It's not a big deal. Everybody knows they're number one. Probably going to win the Super Bowl. Anyway, let's just get right to where it fell this week for son of a beach Beck. Caleb Williams way outperformed what he was supposed to. Honestly, I usually don't go for people who draft Caleb Williams because he's not good and he paints his fingernails and he wears girls' clothes. And honestly, he probably should play for Denver or like Kansas City. That's more his speed probably. But he outperformed what he was supposed to. Cortland Sutton, really no shocker there, even though Bo Nix sucks because they throw him the ball. He's the number one receiver. Garrett Wilson scored more than people thought. And to be honest, if you start looking at the history of Justin Fields was not terrible in Chicago. I don't remember if the first year he was terrible or if it was the first half of the year, but then he became a superstar. I think somewhere in there he got hurt. That's when he got replaced. Anyway, he's pretty good. And when he played last year, he was pretty good when he played. But then he relinquished the title to, who was that? Russell Wilson, I think. Terrible move. So, yeah, man, the guy's good. He doesn't suck. So, did he underperform or overperform? I think he probably performed the way he was supposed to, honestly. I forgot where I was going with that. Whatever. Some of Beachbeck, you won. I projected you to win. You won by 15. So 3 for 3. That's it. I'll quit rambling. I'll get back with the week 2 projections on Thursday, possibly Friday. Depends on what I'm doing. You never know what happens. Anyway, love everybody. I hope you guys have the best good day ever. Some of you guys should study up fantasy because you're really missing the boat. As I said, 3 of you really need to study up. Honestly, let me just look at something real fast. I'm going to look at one team's roster. Where are you at, Harrison? Let me find you. You got a solid squad here. So, are there some waiver wires you could pick up? Yeah, maybe. But you got Tank Bigsby, and as I believe, just discovered, Tank Bigsby is not going to outdo Travis Etienne. He, based on last year, because Etienne had an off year, Etienne's a superstar, and he has been, no matter what anybody says. Javonte Williams scored 20 points. So, honestly, you could plug in some guys. I personally would get rid of Genty. Not get rid of him just in case, but he's terrible. He doesn't have a quarterback. He's not proven. He's a rookie. I believe I'd plug in Javonte Williams, who actually didn't suck at Denver. He just got hurt, and he's going to have some points there for the Cowboys. That might be your only guy, really. You have Jalen Waddle at flex. Surely there's somebody better. I don't know. We're in a 12-man league. Keep the guys you got. I'm just saying you could do it a little different. I'm pulling for you this week, Bass, Harrison. Really pulling for you. I'm not going to get into the projections yet, but just so you know, you are projected to lose this week. But I think you can pull it out because, as the rumor is, you're playing Chase Brown kids. Brock Purdy may not play this week, and he does not have a quarterback. And due to a 12-team league, the only quarterbacks available are probably going to suck. I'll just tell you really quick because I'm looking at it. Yeah, maybe Sam Darnold, maybe even Cam Ward, but he's a rookie, so you can't trust him either. All right, that's it, everybody. We'll see you Thursday.